Ladies and gentlemen, local quarantine regulations do not allow fresh fruits, meat products, dairy products, or any other plant or animal products to be brought into this place.
分段航程飞行时间预计4小时40分钟，飞机即将起飞，请再次确认您的安全带系好。手机等电子设备已调至飞行模式或困地状态，谢谢。Ladies and gentlemen, for 24 hours and 40 minutes, our aircraft will take off. Please make sure you set the fasten and electronic devices on to flight mode. Thank you.